Hello, today I'm going to show you how to install the Emerald EMS Energy Advisor. In the first part of the video, I'll show you how to install it in the switchboard, how to attach it to the meter, and how to turn it on. And in the second part of the video, I'll show you how to use the app. So the first thing you want to do is take the Emerald EMS Energy Advisor out of the box. And you'll see there's a few different parts here. You've got the Energy Advisor itself, and then all the attachments you'll need to connect it up. So the first thing you want to do is just locate the smart meter within the switchboard. You'll see that there's a flashing red light which shows how many kilowatts per hour the household's using. This can sometimes be hard to locate depending on the smart meter, so what you might need to do is ask the customer to turn something like the hot water jug on, and it's going to use a lot of power, and that's going to speed this light up. In this one, it's quite easy to find. So what we want to do is take some of these attachments out. You can see there's a variety here, and each different smart meter may require you to use a different one. In this one here, I'm going to use this round attachment. As you can see, it can attach easily onto there and then read that flashing light quite easily. So I'm just going to attach this one here now. You can also use an alcohol wipe. I've already wiped this one, but you should use an alcohol wipe just to wipe the surface, just to make sure that it's going to make a good connection. So you just want to push that one on and hold it on for about 10 seconds, just so it makes a good connection. The next step is to just connect up the Energy Advisor to this connection point here, and it just slots in like so. Then you just want to turn the back. There's a switch for the Energy Advisor to turn it on. You just turn it on and hold it for 3 seconds. That's going to ensure the device is turned on. Now the device itself is magnetic, so that can connect straight onto the back of a switchboard like so. However, if you are using, some switchboards are wooden, so in that case, the pack also comes with a bit of double-sided tape, so you can put that on the back here and then unpeel the other side, and then, for example, you could attach it to the side of the switchboard, and then this will attach magnetically to this plate. So that's another option if you don't have a magnetic attach point inside the switchboard. So that's all connected up, and that's how you install the Energy Advisor in the switchboard. Now, the next step, I'll show you how the app works and then how to actually connect the customer's app to the device itself. I'm now going to show you the app installation process for the Emerald EMS Energy Advisor. The first thing you want to do is enter the Runabout app, go to your schedules, and go into today's schedule. You'll then want to select the plus button to create a new job. You'll then be prompted to enter the schedule time, which is the time you're completing the job. You may be asked the work type. If so, select standard install, and then you'll be prompted to enter the customer's details. As you can see here, there's a red bar along some of the items here. These are the ones that you need to enter a value for. So for this example, I'm going to put a fake customer, but this is where you would enter all the customer's details. For the address, there's a manual or an automatic address finder. You can use the automatic address finder, which is much quicker, although you may just need to check that the number of the street it comes up with is correct. I'm then going to enter the customer's email. Now you can enter the landline and mobile, or one or the other. So I'm just going to enter a mobile number there, and then customer type. You'll always select residential for this one, as the Energy Advisors are only eligible for residential properties. And the external job ID, the last item here, you're going to leave this one blank. You can now select back, and you'll see all those orange dots on the right hand side of the screen that were there before have now disappeared, which means you've completed all the items you need to here. So you can click the cloud at the top right of the screen and click submit. Now this is the first part of the job done, so you've now created the job. It will come up as assigned in the schedule, which means that you've now got a job that you can complete. So you want to go into your job and complete the pre-installation questions first. Similarly here, you've got an orange dot on each item you need to complete. So you can see you need to complete pre-installation, invoice, work, sign-off. So I'm going to go into pre-installation. First question, is the customer the landlord, tenant, or owner? We'll select tenant for this one. Please take a selfie, a photo of yourself showing your face alongside your ID badge. If you do not have an ID badge, you need to take a photo with some photo ID. So you can be holding a driver's license, for example. You just want to make sure in this photo you can clearly see all of the details you need on your license. You now need to answer the question, how long has the customer lived at the address? Are you upgrading any lighting? You may or may not have this question in your configuration. For this example, we'll select no. Are you installing any weather sealing products? You would select yes if you're installing draft stoppers on the job. However, for this example, I will also select no. And are you installing an in-home display? An in-home display is another word for an energy advisor. So for this one, we're going to select yes. And then back. You can now see post-installation questions need to be completed. We'll click into this one. And the first question is, have you previously had an IHD or energy advisor installed at the property? You just need to ask the customer this. If they have had an energy advisor installed, it's likely you'll be able to see it in the switchboard. If they do have an energy advisor installed, you won't be able to remove the energy advisor they have to install a new one. In that case, the job would not be able to go ahead. For this example, I'm going to select no. You now want to take a photo of the switchboard pre-installation. So this is before installing any parts of the energy advisor. So you just want to take a photo standing far enough back so you can see the whole switchboard. You'll then select the IHD product installed. There's only one option here, which makes it nice and easy. You then need to select the IHD serial number, which you can actually locate on the back of the energy advisor itself. So I'm just going to enter that one in now. You'll then be prompted to take a photo of the back of the device showing the serial number, just so it can all be matched up. You'll now need to enter the electricity meter serial number, but there is a barcode scanner here which makes it nice and easy. I'm going to show you how to use this one. You just click on the barcode. You can see my smart meter here. If I go close up to the barcode, you can see it's entered that meter serial number for me. However, you can just type that in if you find the barcode scanner is not working. The next one is the meter LED pulse/flash rate. This is quite an important part of the information. For this one, you'll see I'm just showing you the options here. On the left, they've got the brand and model of very common smart meters and then the flash rate associated with each one. You probably find that a lot of the time you're installing these, the smart meter you're dealing with will be on this list. However, for this example, I'm going to show you how to enter one if it's a different meter. So let's select other, and you've got other flash rate here. So the meter I'm looking at is 3200 IMP/unit. So I'm going to enter 3200 here. You can then see it's asking me whether the flash rate units are IMP/kilowatt hour, IMP/unit, WH/IMP. Each smart meter will be a little bit different, and this information is crucial. So make sure you check on the smart meter which it is. So for mine, it's IMP/unit. I'm going to select that. And I'm just going to show you here as well just what my meter looks like. So you can see here, 3200 IMP/unit. Different smart meters will have this information in different locations, so you may just have to hunt around for it, but it's always easy to find. You're now going to need, for this next part of the app, the customer's electricity bill. The first thing you want to do is determine whether they're on a flat rate or off-peak rate. So if you find the customer's electricity bill, you'll see they either have a daily charge plus one charge per unit for electricity, or they may have two charges. If they've got two charges, it's a peak and off-peak. If there's just one charge, it means they've got a flat rate. For my electricity bill, and for this example, I'm going to select flat rate. You'll now need to enter the customer's flat rate energy rate in dollars per kilowatt. Just please note here that this is dollars per kilowatt. Do not enter the figure as cents. So for example, mine is 20.6 cents. So I'm going to enter 0.20603. And the point didn't go in there, so I'll add that one at the front. So that's in dollars per kilowatt. You now need to take a photo of the customer's energy bill showing the tariff rates you've just entered. So you can see here on my supply charges, although it says daily charge and peak, it's not actually a peak rate, that's a flat rate. If there were two different rates as well as the daily charge, then you would normally have a peak and an off-peak rate. So I'm just going to show you here, my unit price for daily charge is $1.01, and the unit price for the actual flat rate is 20.6 cents. So I just need to take a photo of this information, make sure it's clear to read. And the last photo you'll need to take is a photo of the switchboard post-installation. So this is after you've actually installed the device for the customer. You just want to make sure you can clearly see the device has been installed and that it's nice and neat in the switchboard. I'm just going to show you what mine looks like here. So you can see I've got the device attached to the meter. It can read the kilowatt hour flashlight quite easily, and it's nice and neat. So that's this section done. So you just want to select back now. The next one you want to go to is Emerald EMS registration. Now for this, you're going to need to enter the distributor, the retailer, and the customer's tariff structure. Firstly, you can enter the distributor company. For me here, it's Gemini. Now, if you can't find this information, there is a website you can access and search any different address, and it's very easy to use. So I'll put that in the comments section. Electricity retailer, that will be on the customer's electricity bill. Tariff structure is flat rate. I've got the details already there. And this is where you're going to also add additional information, which is the supply charge. You'll need to check whether or not the electricity bill is GST inclusive. Most are, but please check that. And if there is a discount percentage that applies to the rate, which for me, that does not exist. Now you're going to need to enter the pairing code. Now the pairing code, that's referring to the pairing code on the back of the Emerald EMS Energy Advisor itself. So where you found the serial number before, you're just going to see that there's a pairing code written there, and it's normally 6 digits. I'm going to enter mine now. And the NMI is the meter identifier number. So this one is actually not found on the meter itself, like the meter serial number. It's actually found on the customer's electricity bill. So you're going to need to enter that one here as well. You can see there I had to change the decimal points, so it only takes up to 2 decimal points for that supply charge. You can now see that I've had a screen pop up saying that the data has been submitted to the Emerald Energy Management System. Please enter the below password in the customer's device. Now the customer will now need to download the Emerald EMS app. That's the app the customer uses to view their live usage once the device is installed. So you now need to get the customer to download the app, and there will be a section where they can enter this code. I'll now switch over to the customer's app to show you how the customer can enter this information. I've now switched over to the customer's phone. I've entered the Emerald EMS app on the customer's phone, which you can download from the Android or Apple App Store. You can see here there's an installer passcode section. You want to go into that and then enter the code that popped up on the installer's phone earlier. You can now see that it's displaying some information about the customer that you entered earlier. You just want the customer to create a password. They will also need to accept the terms and conditions, and then click Continue. You can see here all the property information is already here, so the customer just needs to select Continue. Now it pops up with a energy survey the customer can complete if they would like to. However, I do suggest that you skip this step to save time. You can now see the customer's electricity rates and tariff information. Here the customer can check over the details if they like and select submit. You'll now be prompted to connect to the device itself. So what you can do is go back out to the switchboard, stand close to the device and select continue. You can now see that the Bluetooth has popped up here with the device. So I'm just going to select the device. And you can see now that that's paired successfully. So I'm just going to click continue. It's going to ask me to double check the impulse rate, which I can check easily while I'm out at the switchboard. Select continue. And you can now see device updated successfully. You can see here a list of the serial number, the NMI, the property details, and the customer's tariff rates. You can also see at the top of the screen, it says successfully installed. Now, before the customer goes beyond this point, you want to go back into the Installers app, go into PostInstallation IHD Questions, and you'll be prompted to take a photo or screenshot showing successful pairing between the app and the customer's device with serial number of IHD showing. So you just want to take a photo of this screen on the customer's phone. Once you've taken this photo, you can go back to the customer's phone and click continue. This section that pops up next is a property members section for the customer where they can add another member of their household so that the other member of their household can also view the electricity usage on their own smartphone. However, for this section, I'm just going to select done for now. You'll see now that a video pops up showing the customer exactly how the device works, how it can be used to monitor the electricity usage in their home and reduce their energy bills. This is a great video for the customer to watch as it only takes a minute, but it gives a great explanation of the device and how it works. For this example though, I'm just going to exit, and you can see now I'm in the dashboard of the customer app, and I've got the customer's address at the top, electricity advisor, and then below that, energy saving tips, which the customer can look through. However, for the next step, I just want to click into the energy advisor at the top left. Make sure I'm nice and close to the switchboard and where the device is installed, and it's just going to try and connect to the Bluetooth for the first time. Perfect, so you can see it's now connected and it's telling me in real time how much electricity I'm using, or the customer's using, which is currently 4 cents per hour. So what you can do, if you want to make sure that the device is operating correctly, ask the customer to go into the home and turn on something that uses a lot of power, like their electrical hot water jug. I've just turned it on here, and you can see how much their usage has jumped up to almost 50 cents an hour. If I turn that back off again now, you can see that this will drop off dramatically. Now this is where the customer can see exactly how much electricity they're using. Over time, they can find different sections on the app which will tell them when their peak usage is generally throughout the day. They can set daily trends, today's spend, monthly spend, and they can also set an energy budget. But I won't go over that information in this video. I'm now going to switch back to the installation app and show you how to finish the installation. The installation is all complete on the customer's phone. Now that the device is fully installed on the customer's phone and the app is working, I've switched back to the installer's phone to complete the installation. I'm just going to show you here in PostInstallation IHD Questions where I did take a screenshot of the customer's phone before to show that the device had been successfully installed. The next question is the device reading usage data correctly? As I showed you before, by turning the jug on in the customer's home, we could see that the energy consumption went up dramatically, so we can definitely say that yes, the device is reading the usage data. The final two steps are to get the customer to sign a $0 invoice, which if you click into this one here, you can see there's an invoice here, the product's listed, and it's $0. So you just want to accept this and ask the customer to sign in the box. For this example, I'm going to sign, select back, and you'll see there's only one item left, which is the work sign-off. Before we progress to that final stage, at the top right of the screen, you want to select the cloud button and select submit. This just ensures that all of the photos, all of the data that have been collected so far throughout the installation are uploaded before we get the final signature from the customer. You can now see it's brought me back into the appointment, and now I have the work sign-off option still. I'm going to go into work sign-off, and here you'll see a form displayed. This is the form that we provide the government to claim back the rebate for the installation. What you want to do is just select the pen icon with a C next to it at the top right of the screen. You can see that there are two signature boxes here. One is for you to sign as the installer, and one is for the customer to sign. You can now select back, and you'll see you've completed the whole installation as all of those orange icons on the right of the screen have disappeared. You can now select the cloud button at the top right of the screen one more time. You want to make sure VIC assignment form sent to customer is green, which means it will be sent to the customer, and you want to select confirm and submit. You'll now see that the job will come up in your schedule as completed, and it will have an orange circle icon. This means you've completed the whole job successfully, and that's the final step.